Hey there, YouTubers! So the other day, an idea occurred to me. All of my videos thus far have been about video games, but I have one other hobby that as of late has become more prevalent in my life. That's reading comics. So I decided I would do comic review videos. Now, being that this is the first one, I'd like to hear feedback from you, the viewers, as to whether or not you A, like the idea, and B, the format. And when I say format, what I mean is, should the show be done on a per issue or set of issues basis, going more in depth on the issues covered, or should the show be done more like a review of a series' entirety, or at least the majority of that series? For example, I could do a review on the entire Ultimate Spider-Man series since it is completely done and I've read all of it. Either method has its benefits, with doing it on an issue or story arc basis would lead to far more videos, whereas doing it on a series basis will allow me to basically give you, the viewers, a better idea if the comic is worth your time and money. As of right now, I'm leaning more towards a per issue basis, so that's how this video will be done. Perhaps for the next one, I'll do the other method. Either way, let me know what you think in the comments below. So let's get started, true believers. For issue 1, I'm going to talk about a series I just started reading a few days ago, The Darkness. Published by Top Cow, a subsidiary of Image Comics, the same company that publishes the excellent Spawn comic series. The Darkness has also had 2 video games for the Xbox 360, and supposedly a movie is in the works as well. I've only had the chance to read the first 3 issues so far, but I've been very impressed. In a lot of ways, The Darkness reminds me of Spawn, especially in its dark palette and tone. Where it differs, however, is that the protagonist is really more of a villain. He's a mafia hitman who spends his days killing and his nights screwing. The first introduction of Jackie Estacado shows him brutally killing a man he thinks is ripping the mob off solely based on the way he looks. As issue 1 progresses, as one would expect, Jackie inherits a superpower called, you guessed it, the Darkness. But what is the Darkness? Jackie actually asks pretty much the exact same question on the last page of the first issue, but the answer given is quite vague. In issue 2, we learn that there's a secret cult following Jackie's progress, as well as some really sexy chicks called the Angelus, which brings me to another positive of this series. There are some fine looking lady artwork in it. No nudity, but plenty of thongs and skimpy fantasy bras. Apparently this comic is a spin-off of another Top Cow comic called Witchblade, which has had its own set of TV and anime shows, and if it's anything like this comic, I may eventually get into that one as well. In issue 3, we learn 2 of Jackie's weaknesses. Unfortunately, one of them is that Jackie can't have sex, or he risks the chance of impregnating a woman and passing the darkness onto his heir, which in the process will kill him. The other weakness is that the darkness is completely powerless in direct sunlight, which given its name is kind of expected. Unfortunately, that exact weakness leads to the issue's close, where a bunch of Angelus warriors launch an attack to end Jackie's life. So once again, in closing, I'd like you, the viewers, to let me know how you think the show should progress, or if maybe I should stop doing comic reviews at all and just stick to video games. Thanks for watching, let me know down below.